Mark Gassert, Tom Ginn here. Elevate your profits. We are live. Good afternoon, everybody.
Hot diggity, we are live, man. It's kicking in gear. Be connected is working like a charm.
Wonderful. What I'm going to do, Mark, is we're going to be right back.
All right.
Well, Mark Gassert, how are you doing, my friend? We are back live.
I am doing tremendous as I'm typing here. And, you know, uh, tell me now, tell me what your weather's like there. I can tell you what it's like here.
Well, here in Wisconsin, since last Friday, we've had nothing but rain and sleet and cold weather. So spring is not here yet. It's on its way.
Oh, my goodness. Like how much snow? Or,
It's melting whatever it hits. So it's not nothing sticking, but it's cold. We're in the mid 30s with wind chill down in the 20s. It's windy, and cold and rainy. So definitely still giving us the signs of winter here in Wisconsin. So,
I hear you. And we had rain yesterday, so we had to deal with rain. Tom, it is baseball season. You'd never know it, but with April showers here, since I do live in Peachtree Corners, and I will say it, yes, everybody, it's the peachiest place on the planet. But I've been knocked out of 4 tournaments because of weather. That's amazing, isn't it? I
yeah.
mean, Saturday was nice, sun, everything, rocking and rolling, and man, the bottom just came out Saturday night into Sunday, and like I got a text like about 7:30. Hey, it's not going to happen, fellas. So sleep in. Of course, I wasn't sleeping in, but that's beside the point. It's kind of wild stuff.
Wow. Well, Mark, you want to share with the audience? We want to make sure everybody's tagging and sharing out there. We never know how this information may land and help somebody. So
Right.
I'll have you go ahead and share the purpose and the why of
Sure,
Elevate Your
absolutely.
Profits.
We're talking about elevate your profits, and it can be a business. It can be about money. It's okay to talk about that because we do. We talk about other things as well. People that have a cause, a purpose, their why, what they're doing out there in the world. We learn from each other. We've had people that have written books, they're authored. We've had people in the financial world. I know that's Tom's expertise here, but it's always good to learn from others, and other things as far as gig economy. And I won't get into all that tonight, but we've talked about that, what's going on in our world, how things are developing, what you should be doing if you aren't doing it. We always talk about multiple streams of income. I know Tom stresses that. It is important. Other people as well. And are you doing anything about it? So with all that said, it's not just about money. It's about, your why, and we love for you to come on here and share your why with us, what you're doing out there. It could be in healthcare, technology, you know, we could go through the whole realm of professions, but I won't. And feel free anytime you want to join us, let us know. We'd love to have you.
Yeah, good job. Tonight, what I'll be talking about is I'm going to do a PowerPoint presentation and a short 3-minute video to fill in some gaps of what ASEA and redox signaling molecules are. But tonight, I'm going to pose some questions. It's not about pitching or selling. It's a time for you to reflect on yourself, your health, and where you want to go in that arena. So tonight, that's what it's going to be about. Your wealth is your health. So.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. Cellular health. Okay.
Let me share the screen. Just tell me if you see what we need to see here. Do you see the screen, my friend?
It says welcome and thank you. And there we go. Yeah.
All right.
Beautiful.
Well, everybody, I just want to say thank you for being here today. Tag and share this out. Tonight, we're just going to cover some principles here I think are very important for us to consider. I'm going to start with a question. The big secret is ASEA. This is something that everybody's going to know about in the near future, even though the company's 13 years old. Its technology is ahead of its time. So the big secret is ASEA. And my question for everybody to consider today is, what is your greatest asset? What is your greatest asset? As you think about that, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about my why and why I do ASEA. I was introduced to ASEA nearly 2 years ago. A colleague and friend of mine was in the hospital industry as a consultant, and he knew that my wife and I have a wellness center, and he asked me this one question: what do you know about redox signaling molecules? And like most of you right now are probably saying, never heard of it. So I said, tell me more. He says, everybody needs to know about this technology and this product. And I'm open-minded, so I definitely want to take a look at it, see if it'd be a good fit for our wellness center here in Oconomowoc. So when I looked at it, I did my due diligence. I had conversations with several people, including several doctors, about what this product is and where it's going, what it can do realistically in our health. I said, this is a no-brainer. People need to know about it. So I made a business decision to, number one, start using the product, start experiencing the product. And I had some amazing results. The only thing I had really going on in my health was chronic knee pain, the arthritic knees that comes along with age. Couldn't walk downstairs without holding the rail. It was painful. It was taking way too many ibuprofens. And so I started taking the product. Within 2 weeks, I had no more pain. And 2 years later, I can walk down the stairs as if I was 35 again. So it's amazing what this product did. So that's my testimony on it on a personal basis. Anything I'm sharing with you today, I'm not here to say this product will heal, cure, or make any diagnosis with this, but you need to do your due diligence with ASEA. My goal, because this product is so significant, my goal is in business to have 100,000 people worldwide on this product. So that's a pretty big number, but in reality, it's a small number based on how many people in the world there are. There's over 3 billion people, and that's a very small number to be on this product. That's my goal in business. If you don't take time for your wellness, you'll be forced to make time for your illness. Read that again. Mark, I'll have you read it out loud.
Sure. If you don't make time for your wellness, you'll be forced to make time for your illness.
Yeah.
That's true.
Absolutely. So I'm going to go back to my why. After I started experiencing the results and being plugged into the company, meeting the leadership, went to a couple of conferences on the company, I was all in. At that time, when I was introduced to it, I had a cost reduction team, and one of the newest members of the team joined the team, not a healthy individual, had blood sugar issues. And what I knew about this product, what it could do in that with those health concerns, I knew I should have shared it, but I didn't. It was contrary to my belief system. This product is so important. I just want to share it with everybody, especially when I hear somebody has something of any health issues or concern. But I went against that, and I said, well, he's probably just going to think I'm trying to get him to buy something for the sake of buying something, or to join to become part of the ASEA opportunity. So I held off. That October, my wife and I, we went away for our anniversary, and I get a call from one of my other associates that Tom had passed away. That hit me really hard, not just because I knew Tom as a friend and as a business colleague, but my heart sank because I didn't do what I should have done, is shared this information with him. Whether he would have accepted the information, used the product, or had a benefit in that period of time, we'll never know. So I made a decision when I came home. Am I going to help people with their finances, or I'm going to help people with their health. And I said the greatest value, the greatest purpose I can provide is helping people with their health. So I made that commitment and basically shut down my cost reduction operation and put all my efforts into ASEA. And so I have a mission to get this information out to as many people as we can. So that's my why. I do want to live my life with regrets. I totally regret not sharing this information with Tom and his family. Whether he would accept it like I shared earlier is a whole different story, but it's my obligation and more obligation to share something that can help somebody's life in a very significant way. So that's my why I do ASEA in my business strategies. Mark read this. I think one of the things that we've got to learn out there is own your own health. We've been conditioned to trust our medical community, and I do trust them if I break an arm or need surgery, but I don't trust what they're doing in the area of health prevention. They're not in the business for health. They're in the business of, they have other means, and I won't get into that dialogue today, but it's your responsibility to own your own health, do the investigation, take the time to look at the alternatives in relationship to your risk reward. I encourage you to look at it the same way you do at a business. What's the risk? What is the reward of anything that you're looking at in regards to your health? So own your own health is a principle. I do a Wednesday program and I bring in holistic health practitioners sharing different alternative ways to improve health. So that's a principle I hope everybody will embrace tonight. A disclaimer, the FDA, because we're a nutritional product, even though it's not a nutritional product, I won't get into that tonight, but we can't diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any diseases, and this is predominantly for the U.S. market. We're governed by the FDA. Certain things we can say and can't say. I put up these 4 different sayings right here. I think they're very important. The purpose of thinking is to let the ideas die instead of us dying. We've been conditioned to accept things as they're presented. I encourage people to take that time and ask questions. And health is like money. We have no idea its value until we lose it. Our health that goes along with money. Health is not valued until sickness comes. The preservation of health is the easier than the cure of the disease. A lot of things that's going on in our culture and our society can be prevented because our food system and our supply system and nutritional system is inadequate to keep us as healthy as possible. So we need to understand what are my alternatives. So the preservation of health is easier than the cure of the disease. There's 6 reasons that people consider looking at ASEA, and I'm going to go through each one of them. Just ask your question on each one of these points. First one is personal health concerns. What are your concerns about your health, immediate as well as long-term? Or do you have concerns that are affecting you daily and you want resolution or you want a better outcome? So ask that question of yourself. The second one is a health concern of a loved one or a friend, somebody that you know that has a significant health issue and they're struggling with it. Make note of that. The third thing is very important here is understanding is the benefit, the athletic benefit. A lot of people will take this product because they're athletes. They're out there exercising regularly. They want to recover, but world athletes and high-performing athletes use this product for recovery, and they're breaking world records with this product. So the athletic benefit doesn't mean you have to be a competitive athlete, but we all are out there exercising. We have sore muscles and joints after our workouts or after our bicycle ride or walks. This will help you recover. The fourth point is anti-aging. Living younger longer is the principle you want to do. We're basically have a fountain of youth with this product. We can actually turn back the clock on our aging when you understand the science. The fifth reason people take it is they want to avoid the dreaded chronic illnesses that we hear about every day. The words that we don't want to address start with C and D and blood sugar issues. We want to avoid those. What do we want? How do we prevent those? And then lastly, a lot of people will look at this because they're looking for the gig economy. They're looking for financial rewards. When a person really takes a look at this company and it's how it's structured and what it's doing in the marketplace, it's a perfect business model. But most of the people that get involved with the company have experienced some very significant benefits, such as myself. And then they want to get out into the marketplace and share the good news. So there's financial rewards. Those are 6 reasons you need to ask yourself, what are you looking for when it comes to your health? And are you looking for financial rewards to offset what you need, what's going on in our economy today? This is a great opportunity. Won't get into that tonight. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play a short video to give you a little bit, 3-minute video of what ASEA is. So Mark, I'm just getting out of that screen, moving into
Oh, that's fine.
new screen here. So let me know if you see it. Can you see the blue screen, Mark?
It's perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. Here we go.
Hi, Alan Noble here, and I wanted to just share with you a few thoughts on why ASEA Redox is such an incredible health technology. You know, for 2 decades, science said what's inside this beautiful blue bottle could not exist outside the human body. This is a technology that is 10 to 15 years ahead of its time. You know, we now have science experts comparing this breakthrough to the discovery of DNA, the discovery of penicillin, and it truly does represent the single greatest health science breakthrough that we will probably see in our lifetime. I think a great place to start is to get really clear on what ASEA Redox is not. It's not a vitamin, it's not a mineral, it's not an antioxidant, it's not an exotic juice, it's not an essential oil, it's not a CBD oil. This technology goes beyond nutrition and ingredients, and yet it can impact your health at a depth that no other supplement has ever come close to achieving. For many people, ASEA Redox represents the missing link when it comes to better health and vitality. So what is ASEA? So to understand this breakthrough, you've got to realize that your body is the most complex communication network on Earth. Every second of every day, your cells are passing tremendous amounts of information within the cells, cells to cells, throughout all the systems and organs of the body. And you can't see it, you can't feel it, you can't touch it, you can't smell it, but this signaling and communication is going on every second of every day that you're alive. Now, any breakdown in this signaling and communication, and you cannot achieve your full health and healing potential. Let me give you a simple example. So imagine your home's on fire and you call the fire department. Now, they could be the best fire department in the city. The big red truck, the firefighters, the fire hose, the ladder, everything they need to put out the fire. But what if you have a bad cell signal? What if they don't get the message? Maybe you have only one bar, maybe the call keeps dropping, or there's cross communication. They don't get the message and your home goes up in flames. It's the same in our body. If your cells can't signal, little else matters. And so ASEA Redox represents the world's first and only signaling technology that can amplify and clarify this critical cell signal. And the difference in people's lives is absolutely astonishing. So ASEA Redox really does represent the missing link to better health and vitality. And I would encourage you, just dig a little deeper, really understand what this technology might be able to do for you and your family. And before we go, let me pull out my trusted tube of Renew 28. This is our topical version of the same technology. And when you apply the topical signaling gel to wrinkles, elasticity, stretch marks, cellulite, age spots, redness, irritation, the results are absolutely astonishing. So again, dig a little deeper, understand our technology and two beautiful delivery systems, and see what it might do for you. So this is Alan Noble thanking you for your time today, and bye for now.
Well, that's a good explanation, short 3 minutes, and I'll continue with the slideshow, my friend. This is the link where that video is. There's tons of resources here. You can go to this link tree /4 Rivers, and you can go through all the buttons, dive deep to learn more about the science and the technology, about ASEA, athletic benefits. And I encourage you also, when you get into looking at this, go to the video here, ASEA, why ASEA didn't sell out to Big Pharma. I think this is a powerful message of their integrity of this company and recognize what they had and wanted to make sure it gets to the world through this business model. So I encourage everybody to go to this linktree /4 Rivers. Wealth of resources there, just about everything you need to know about ASEA. All the science is there for you to look at. So again, there's the slide. You can click all the way through it. Everything that you need to know about ASEA is there through this link. That was 3 minutes. I believe 3 minutes can change your life. And I encourage you to take time to investigate what ASEA could potentially do for you and your family and your loved ones. So when they say when breakthroughs happen, so do miracles. It's amazing what this product is doing, the testimonials that are coming out of this, the research. It's amazing what this product does. So take time to take a look at the benefits here. It improves the immune system function, regulates inflammation, improves cardiovascular health, promotes gut and enzyme production, improves hormonal balance. These are the critical areas of being healthy. Protects against free radical damage. A lot of you may know what some of these terminologies are, but this product is a tool to use to improve your cellular function. It's also a very sterile product, so you can put it on wounds and cuts and abrasions. Very safe product to use. This is something very important for people to know about. This product does something that no other product, nutritional product, has been able to do, is upregulation of the glutathione by up to 800%. For anybody that doesn't know what glutathione is, it is, I call it the toilet of your cells. It gets rid of all the toxins, heavy metals, everything that your cells don't need. It's all the waste. It's a glutathione is flushing that out. This boosts it so your cells can get healthy quicker. And the most important thing to understand here as well is the cellular communication. These molecules actually are communicating internally with the cells so they can communicate with all the other cells, your tissues and your organs more effectively. So when it comes to athletics, it increases endurance, increases power output. Anybody out there is a serious athlete. What you're trying to strive is increase your VO2 max. If an athlete can achieve 2 to 3%, their performance goes up significantly. The research shows this product increases the VO2 max by 12%. This is why athletes love it, because the recovery and their endurance is very significant. It speeds up the recovery so they can get back to training. So this is a very important thing for athletes to look at. Olympic athletes and high-performing athletes are using this, breaking their own personal best and world records with this product. This is completely native to your body. Your body's making redox signaling molecules as we speak with the mitochondria. It's totally safe, zero toxicity. and supported by research and clinical studies. So this product is the most studied area of health science. There's several Nobel Prizes behind it. These are the people that discovered what redox molecules were, started the research, broke up in a new category of science, redox signaling molecules. There's a lot of science here. In 2016, there was an article written by the Huffington Post, 5 technologies in science that will shape our lives in the coming years. That was 2016. There's some other technology, another health technology, as well as some digital technology. But ASEA is recognized as one of those technologies going to make a big difference in people's lives, and it already has. We don't have to prove the science. Today, redox signaling molecules and ASEA's products being studied throughout the world and in major universities here in the United States. There's over 1,400 journals and books written. And matter of fact, Dr. Lee Osler, Redox Matters, we had him on talking about why it matters on his book about having a business in the gig economy. But he also wrote a book explaining what redox molecules are. So these are the validations that you can search out, and we can provide as much information as you need to get your questions answered. In reality, redox signaling molecules started out as saline, salt water, basically what your cells are. It's taken your mitochondria, breaks those molecules up and creates the signaling molecules that trigger the communication from all cells. So it starts out with sodium chloride and hydrogen and oxygen, which is water. And those molecules get broken up by the mitochondria and create those molecules. And that's the simplest explanation I can give it. It's pretty complicated biochemistry process. It'll be explained in more detail in the link that we shared with you if you want to get down. 2 ways to take the product. One's an oral application. The other is a topical. One would be, the topical would be where you have maybe an abrasion or wound, a sunburn, and want relief for that, achy joints, or whatever the case may be. And the other is the liquid, which actually you take and it diffuse through your mouth into your entire system to help regenerate and then replenish the redox signaling molecules that your body's not making enough of today. Here's a testimonial. This is an amazing story. This is Rosie. She's 91 today at this time, not today, but she's now 91. Her son was a doctor, and she had numerous health concerns. She was aging at age 84. You can see that first picture. She started taking the liquid and the gel. 7 weeks later, look what's happening. She's actually going backwards. At age 86, 2 years later, and today at age 91, she looks like she's in her mid-70s. Amazing. More energy. So this is a testimonial that ASEA works. So what we see on the outside is also happening on the inside with our organs. They're getting old and wrinkled and failing. So if we can turn that clock back with this type of product, it's amazing what it'll do. So that's an amazing picture right there. So if you're into vanity, ASEA is a great product to use for your skin as well. When I first got back into it, when I got involved with the ASEA, I said, I'm back in the business again, the insurance business. That's what I did for nearly 30 years. I believe this product is probably one of the best products you can take to ensure and prevent future chronic illnesses. We spend a lot of money on protecting assets such as our car and our home. We buy health insurance, which isn't health insurance. It just determines who's going to handle the risk. But this is a true health insurance product. You take it, you're building up some benefits to prolong or put off or negate any health concerns you may have. I encourage you to look at it as an insurance policy for your health. In this website, realredoxresults.com, it's our password. These are real life testimonials what this product has done. I encourage you to watch the replay redox results overview. Watch that video when you get there. It takes a password to get into the website. It's redox, all lowercase. Watch that video, and then on the left-hand side, there'll be different buttons you can click on. That'll sort out all the buttons that are relative to maybe your health concern, what's important to you. We don't use medical terms for those buttons because we're required by the FDA not to. But you can just sort of read between the lines. We see blood sugar, we know what that relates to. Joint discomfort, we can identify what that relates to. So you click on those, open up testimonials, and just see what this product is doing for people's lives. Pretty phenomenal. And then next thing is, if you want to have more conversation about redox, what it can do, any questions you have, other processes we can educate you on, you can schedule a time with me on my calendar, calendly.com/Tom Ginn. Be glad to help you out any way I can, get your questions answered. Well, I'm back, Mark.
That's good. That's good.
So that's my story, my why I got involved with ASEA. Number one, I wanted to look at it as a business opportunity for a wellness center. But when I explored the benefits on a personal basis and saw what it did, I was all in. And then, of course, my due diligence and continue investigating and seeing it work on other people. It's been phenomenal. The testimonials that you see in that video, in that link, that last link I shared with you, I've seen it myself with other people in our center and friends and family as well. So I just encourage people to take a good look at it. So, Mark, any comments you'd like to make?
Well, it's an excellent product. I use both the liquid and the gel. Use it daily. And, I was kidding about this weekend not being able to umpire, but when you go out there and do, 4 or 6 games in a day, and 3 of them are behind the plate, tell me how you feel. And I know what I felt like before getting involved in this, and it definitely enables me to do things that, particularly I'm not a young spring chicken, but I'll just say it, most guys at 66 aren't doing what I'm doing behind the plate. There are some, I'm not saying that at all. They're excellent umpires, but if
it takes a toll on the body.
Yes.
It's
Bad enough you get hit with the ball, but then you're bending and all that other fun stuff. So it's and just everyday maintenance for myself. I notice things. And I think what's funny, Tom, is you were mentioning about like you going down the stairs, as we all age, little things creep in. I notice when I don't take it religiously, if I forget a day or two, not on purpose, you just get so busy sometimes you feel like, oh man, I forgot. But that's why I keep like a little bottle available with me at all times in my kit bag. But yeah, I noticed the difference. And,
yeah, besides the benefit it gave me with my knee problem, that's significant. It was getting to a point, Mark, that I couldn't go out for a walk with my wife, even bicycling, riding. My knees were, that's the only exercise I could really do. So my quality of life was diminishing because of the pain in my knees. I was taking nearly 1,000 milligrams of ibuprofen a day. If you do any research on ibuprofen, I encourage people out there, do some research. If you have pain, you need to look at ASEA, because if you're taking ibuprofen, Advil, all those over-the-counters, look at the downside of them. They're poison to your kidneys, and the side effects are not pleasant. But when we have pain, sometimes we'll say that's not going to happen to me, but more people pass away from taking over-the-counter pain remedies than any other thing in the marketplace today. So I encourage people to do your due diligence, know what you're taking, why you take it, and find an alternative that's safe, that is native to your body, no toxicity, doesn't interfere with anything else you're doing. That's the amazing part of this redox signaling molecules. It's been replicated what your mitochondria has done. so it's native to your body. So if you're on any of the over-the-counter or any pharmaceutical, I'd encourage you to look at this and see the benefit and see if you can wean yourself off those medications, because they're not serving you long-term. I guarantee it if you do your research. Myself being a former athlete playing college football at a high level, so I know what training and working out is. And I started taking the ASEA because the only exercise I could really do and monitor what I was doing is on a bicycle in our workout room here in our unit. And I noticed something right away within the first 2 to 3 days. I went from I do 30 minutes pretty intense with high resistance, so I monitor where I'm at. I was doing 6 miles with a pretty heavy resistance on that. When I started taking it and monitoring the way athletes taking it, 2 ounces before they work out, 2 ounces after, and then I normally take another 2 to 4 ounces a day. I went from the same 30 minutes, doubled my resistance, and went from 6.1 miles to 7.3 miles. Today I'm in that same 30 minutes, 9 miles. Not the same resistance, but I'm able to go further, longer. And so I've seen the benefit for athletic performance, even though I'm no longer competing in anything. So an athlete, if they can get those type of results, they will be that much more proficient. Whether you're a weekend golfer, playing basketball, walking, jogging, any exercise you do, I encourage you to look at this for recovery, and you can go further longer. So it's a health benefit. The more exercise we can get, the better, the healthier we're going to be. So anything else, Mark?
No, you covered it.
Yeah.
Did an excellent job, and everybody says, "Hey, man, what about me?" So if you were to click that, that'd take you to my site within ASEA, and you can check that out. And there's different. You can go through what Tom was talking about as well.
Yeah. So if you have any questions how to order, there's 3 different ways to order. Number 1 is become an associate. You get the product at a wholesale price. And if you refer anybody to it, they pay you. And that's a residual passive income. So when people use this product and see the benefit, I'm not going to ever get off of ASEA. I can tell you that right now. I'll figure a way to continue purchasing it. So being an associate, it only costs $40 to become an associate with the company. If you refer it out and somebody becomes a customer, you start building. And this referral business is pretty significant. Last week, I had 3 past clients give me a call. They referred people to us, and we signed them up as customers because they demonstrated that you need to know about this product. So it's that type of product. It's not just a product like a lot of nutritionals. You take them, you don't see any benefit. You know they're working because science proves that vitamin D works, vitamin C works, vitamin E, all these things have health benefits, but we generally don't see it immediate or in any short period of time in the future. This product, people start seeing results sometimes instantaneously, especially with the gel. We encourage people to, once they get on, commit to 90 days with it. That's when the magic starts happening. You didn't get ill and didn't have chronic illness overnight. You can't expect the cells to replace themselves, repair themselves back to healthy in overnight. Every organ replicates its cells at different time frames. So it'll take some time depending on what your issue is. Mental cognitive, it's amazing what this product does for concentration and mental energy as well, because our brains, there's nothing more than cells anyway. So it improves every aspect of our health. And so Mark, you can go ahead and put your link back up. That's his personal order site. So an associate, that gives you an opportunity to get the product at the same price. You get the same benefits of loyalty rewards on your personal products. You build up points that you can apply for yourself. Basically, 3 to 4 customers cover your basic expense for your own product and your family. So we can talk to you about that, how you can get your product free. A preferred customer is somebody says, no, I don't want to be involved with the business. I'm not interested in getting referral income off of it, but they want the advantages of the wholesale pricing. the loyalty rewards, that's a preferred customer. And then the last way is a straight retail client. But you don't get, you get this, all our products have a 30-day money back guarantee, empty bottle guarantee. So there's no risk whatsoever. You can try the product. The gel will be the most telling product. You can see results. We have a little demo that we encourage people to do. Apply it 3 times in 5 minutes, wait 5 minutes and watch what happens. Does that discomfort go away? Do you have more flexibility, more balance? Whatever the case may be, it's phenomenal what the product demonstrates. That's an immediate result. Those are redox signaling molecules. Right now, me just talking and moving my hands and my fingers, it takes a redox signaling for the cell to make a communication, have me bend my fingers. So if they're not signaling as well, we can't walk as quickly. We have struggles with the inflammation and pain. Everything that we do is a redox signaling process. So we can improve the signaling. All those things that we take for granted work more efficiently. So there's a lot of science behind this. I know I'm dumping the bucket out there, Mark. So
no, you're doing a great job. I do have to say one thing. The one thing, because now I sit, or stand, since I have an adjustable desk. But I noticed one thing: my back pain, whatever back pain I had, like when I wake up in the morning, I'm not as stiff.
Yeah.
I mean, those are things that I notice about me. Like you were talking about, you were weeble wobbling when you were walking, and now you're not. And yeah, it's kind of cool what it enables.
Yeah, so we have if you get on the product with it, Mark, I will send you information of the protocol, how to take it, all those things you'd want to know. There is no downside whatsoever. Sometimes people will get a detox, which is a good thing. That's your mitochondria dumping out all the toxins out of your cells. And some people may get, because you're increasing that glutathione, may get a rash, may get a little headache, may get a little case of loose bowel movement. But that's all good. That's a good sign. We walk you through what to expect and how to titrate down and then get back up to the appropriate amount of using it. I did detox. I got some rashes, got some headache, and I had it all because I was pretty toxic, especially after all that ibuprofen. So, as they say, I was full of the S at the cellular level. So,
yeah.
So
that's true. Your body does. It's amazing how the body works, and that's it. It's like all of a sudden it's saying, "Hey, what is this in here?" And it's trying to replenish that signaling strength that you once had and when you were younger. And it's a process. And I remember Kathy telling me you're going to get headaches initially, and I did. And it's all part of that purging.
Yeah. Yeah. If we understand how our cells work and the process they work, and you have a product that enhances what it does naturally, gets it back to a younger state, it's phenomenal. So we don't expect anybody to become a scientist, but I did. I still continually research and look into the science around this product, what it does. It's opened my mind to other ways about nutrition. Like Alan says, it doesn't make any difference how good the vitamins you take, your nutrition you take, but if you don't have good cells signaling, it doesn't matter, because it's the cell that's determined how your food is converted to energy to support what we do as living organisms. 3 things that you need to know. We can live 3 weeks without food, 3 days without water, and only 3 seconds without redox signaling molecules. If your mitochondria starts producing them, the lights are out at that point. It is the essence of our life, the signaling process. And the science is pretty significant, especially the double-blind studies, what it does down to the DNA level, how it turns those DNA pathways back on as we age. That's what aging is that we just don't have enough of these little talking molecules in our cells anymore. So we got to boost them back up to like we were when we were pre-puberty. And that's the beautiful thing. And for those that have vanity issues, this product's tremendous for the skin. Women love this product for the wrinkles and we've got a whole skin line. We have some new product out as well, some other ones coming out. Everything's redox principles. We have a powder drink for energy. Phenomenal. A lot of people go to the convenience stores and buy those energy drinks. If you ever looked into the ingredients and what they're doing for you, you're drinking poison, my friends. I encourage you to get something that's going to give you a boost without a letdown, without a lot of caffeine. Look at ASEA's energy. It sustains you 4 to 6 hours without a letdown, without a jittery. Then we have our mind. These are all redox principle products. The ingredients in them are natural, and they help mental, cognitive, and focus. So we have mind and we have mood. This mood is really good for those that are full of anxiety. We have a lot of people in our culture that are full of anxiety and depression. The mood is a great one. We're getting tremendous clinicals back from what's happening with people's moods and depression and anxiety levels really been modified.
Right.
So we're all about improving your health in any way we can. We got the skincare line as well for those that want to go to the vanity side, because our skin is nothing more than an organ. And if we can replenish those cells quicker, we stay younger, we look younger, the wrinkles go away. It's a direct manifest. You can actually turn back your age with this product as well. So I encourage people to look at it. There's no hype there. That's a reality. Mark's looking younger all the time too, right?
Yeah, well, I'm not worried about that so much. I just want to stay healthy. You mentioned about the mind. I find that I have mixed energy and mind together, and that kind of works for me really good.
Yeah. People make different types of, some people use the energy by itself. I usually put the energy and the mind together. That allows me to, especially somebody like me, my brain is ADHD, so my brain is firing off all over the place. This really gets me to stay focused on task better than anything I've ever done. And then I use the mood as well. That helps quite a bit in other mental cognitive functions. So I encourage you to look at our products, see what they do scientifically for all areas of your health. It's not just the ASEA. When you combine the ASEA redox molecules with those nutritionals, we also have a nutritional line as well. That's all redox principle. It's not just another vitamin. They've done some things in the scientific realm, making these products more absorption, more redox principled, so they work hand in hand together. So they're using the biochemistry, biohacking, give you the best benefit of all our products.
Tom, what you're talking about with all these products, and it was said, I think, I know, I call him Dr. David Sandler. He preaches us about hydration, stay hydrated. And when you're properly hydrated, this thing just kind of kicks in, puts you in another gear, It really does. Sometimes we think we're hydrating properly, but we're not.
Yeah,
and
I've learned a lot by being associated with ASEA. The curiosity and the principles come in. Number one, a lot of our health issues can be mitigated or minimized by proper hydration, which you mentioned. Most people are dehydrated, don't have enough fluids. Keep in mind your cells are liquid. So if you reduce the amount of liquid at the cell level, they can't perform at the highest level. So proper hydration. People say, well, I don't want to drink that much water because I'm always in the bathroom. There's a way to drink half your body weight in ounces. You don't sit there and drink 32 ounces at a time. You sip water through the entire day, keeping your body hydrated. It's amazing what that just hydration does. If you're on supplements, being properly hydrated make the supplements you're currently taking work more effectively. Your exercise, of course, we need to have hydration. We exercise to replace the fluids that are lost through our perspiration, our sweat, and our breathing out. So we need to replenish ourselves with water there as well. And then just being able to eliminate discomfort is so important. It's the discomfort that holds us back from maybe exercising every day. We say we exercise, we get sore, and we say, no, I don't think I want to do that today. The pain took over your decision.
Right.
So if you're going to minimize the amount of discomfort in your workout and training, you'll get back to it the next day, and it just builds on itself. It's an amazing thing to understand all these principles. There's 7 principles of health, and when you start understanding each one of them and where redox comes into play, you'll see why this product is going to be a household name in the near future. So.
And they're calling you right now. I heard the vibration, man.
Yeah, I do have a friend of mine just texted me. So, but that's my story. I'm going to stick to it tonight, Mark.
No, that's great. I appreciate you sharing that.
I'll just close with this. Our quality of life is our health. Doesn't make any difference how much money we have, how big our asset base is. If we can't do the things that we take for granted, walking downstairs, going for a nice walk with the wife or a bicycle ride, or doing those simple things that we take for granted. When we lose those, we're losing wealth. It's not always the bank account. You can lose all your money and doesn't mean, or have all the money in the world. If you don't have your health, you don't have any wealth whatsoever. So setting the right priorities is so important. Make the right investment in the right priorities, and health is number one.
Yep.
So that's Elevate Your Profits story tonight.
Thank you, Tom. I appreciate you sharing that.
So it is the top of the hour. Do you have dance tonight?
It looks like we may. I don't know. I got to see if we're going to go tonight because, we kind of ripped and roared this weekend, and we went out and did a little fun. So
good. Well, my friend, I just wish you the best this evening. Have fun.
Thank you.
Take a little bit of ASEA so you can get an extra 2-step in or there or two. So
I need to take it around to some of these people, man. They need it. I tease them all the time when I was like, if you took less hydrated and got off the alcohol a little bit, I tease them.
Yeah. So with that, we'll wrap it up. Everybody have a great week, great weekend coming up. Be safe, be healthy. God bless everybody. Ready to turn it down?
Absolutely.